congratulations to Texas A&M. I hope for Texas A&M and for our conference that's enough to get them in the tournament. They just beat one of the best teams in the country and beat us from start to finish, and should not leave any doubt as to whether or not they belong. They finished 5th in the league, and they finished 5th in the toughest league in the country. And so I'm not sure. I know that whatever coaches have to say doesn't hold any weight when it comes to tournament time. I've just been doing this for 40 years. And I know what teams look like who deserve to be in, and that team does. We respected them. We prepared. It is very. It's a unique time when you have a first-round bye and you're trying to get ready for 2 teams, it's a short window, and so I thought, we didn't have a great execution of our game plan, and we had 2 or 3 guys play really well, and you just need more than that. We're a team that plays better when everybody contributes, and obviously, if you take Jabari and Wendell out of the 3-point equation, because obviously we were 9 for 36. We shot 6% as a team, other than Wendell and Jabari from 3, and that's something that obviously would have made our offense a lot better. It's been something that's plagued us all year.
All right, we'll go to questions for either of the student athletes. Raise your hand, and we'll get a floor microphone to you. So hands up. Let's go ahead and start in the middle on the left.
For both of you guys, going into the NCAA tournament, what do you think is sort of the most important thing to prioritize in terms of avoiding letting short scoring droughts turn into longer ones? Is it just knocking down shots? Is it more of a flow to the actions y'all are running, or what do you see as sort of the main thing to prioritize there?
Wendell, would you take that first?
I would just say, we got to hit open shots. They were leaving us wide open in the first half, and we were missing, so we got to hit open shots. I think our defense was good. It's been good all season. But, yeah, we just got to hit open shots.
Jabari?
I would say just keep defending. And, yeah, like he said, hit open shots. Keep shooting it, keep having confidence, and keep passing it to the open man. And we know eventually they'll start falling.
Raise your hand. Questions for either of the student athletes? Raise your hands. Okay, let's go to the aisle in the back middle.
Hey guys, Taylor Kaufman with CBS 42 in Birmingham. You guys are still going to be in the NCAA tournament, but what kind of wake-up call does this give you guys going into that? Oh, yeah, for I guess either of you. Wendell?
Well, it's hard to win, in March. You playing against every team in the tournament is going to be good. You just got to be ready to play. Come out there. Like Coach said before the game today, you got to throw the first punch. So we just got to be ready to play. This is for sure going to make us more hungry, and hopefully just take it one game at a time and go deep in the tournament.
All right, next question on the far left.
For both of y'all starting. Wendell, what was it about their defense in the first half that was making it difficult for y'all to get inside?
They collapsed inside, so they made us shoot open shots. They gave us open shots. We just have to hit open shots. We were penetrating, making plays for each other. I feel like we shared the ball. Unselfishly, we trusted each other. We just didn't hit shots in the first half, or the whole game, really, but they were collapsing. We just got to hit open shots.
Same for Jabari.
Yeah, they kind of forced us into help, helping off the strong side. Had a very packed-in defense and forced us to trust our teammates and make the extra pass, which I feel like we did pretty well. But as it goes back to just making open shots, and they just wasn't falling tonight.
Have time for one or two more for the student athletes. If you have one, raise your hand. All right, let's go to the middle on the right.
Jabari, I think we all agree that the SEC is a tough league. Some say it's the toughest league in America. When you speak with some of your colleagues, maybe people who have gone to other schools, played in other conferences, what do you think is their perception of the Southeastern Conference?
I feel like they know how tough it is. When SEC schools play other conferences and stuff like that, I feel like they know how more physical it is, and just how competitive it is. All 40 minutes, everybody on the floor can play. Everybody's capable of making a play. So, it's just real tough. That's why I came to play in the best league in the country. So,
Take one more question. Do you have one on the front row over here?
Yes, Jabari, Brian Matthews, AuburnSports.com. How sure are you that KD's going to be able to bounce back from his performance today?
I'm 100% sure he'll be able to bounce back. Just an off shooting night. I know how good he is. I know he's going to get back in the gym and just get back to him making shots, getting downhill, finishing, making plays. So I'm not worried at all. He'll be good.
All right, we'll excuse the student athletes. You can return to the locker room. We'll continue on with Coach Pearl. So raise your hand if you have a question. Let's start right in the middle aisle.
Coach, Buzz Williams was up here just a few minutes ago and talked about how they don't have a true rim defender. When you had those open looks in the first half, is that just say, hey, we're just going to keep chipping away at this and hope some of these go home, or was there a concerted effort to maybe feed the pain a little more?
I guess I'm going to have to go back and take a look at it. I thought that they did a nice job with their switching defenses, and they switched 1 through 4 with those 4 guards. And then we rolled down a little bit on the inside. They double teamed us. We kicked it out because you're getting double teamed on the inside. And, we don't have a back to the basket player, right? So, for them, Henry Coleman is a pretty decent back to the basket player. Our guys get to the rim off of ball screens and rolls, and they did a good job in their ball screen coverages, blitzing our 5 and switching our 4. We would have loved to have gotten a few more paint touches, and yet when we got that ball in the paint, they blocked it, they changed it, and we didn't shoot it very well from 2 either. You look at our shooting percentage from both 2 and 3, we struggled.
All right, let's go to the front row on the right.
Bruce, at halftime, what kind of changes did you guys make offensively, or if any? And definitely shot so much better the second half.
Well, we decided, we put both Walker and Jabari a little bit more on the perimeter and rolled down our guards a little bit and try to play out of 4 out, 1 in, and try to play out of space a little bit. And, I think the kids are confident in what we're doing. And they just felt like we're going to start making a few of these shots. And obviously Wendell did, and, Jabari did. Texas A&M they're a really good team. Let me ask you a question, guys. You saw 2 good teams out there today, right? 2 really good teams. I think our front line with Walker and Jabari, pretty good, right? They're pretty good. But those teams are pretty close in some ways. My team won 15 games out of 18 in the regular season. Our guys did really, really well. They did. Had a hell of a year. Because we're not that much better than the 8 seed Texas A&M. We're better. We are. But we played better all year long. I'm really, really proud of them. So those are 2 pretty good teams out there. And Texas A&M outplayed us. They were tougher than we were. And they made shots.
Let's go to a question on the right.
Bruce, is that part of what you told your players after today in the locker room after you came back in? What did you say to them?
I can't tell you all that. I can't tell you all that. I'll just say what I started off with, and it is, while it's okay to be disappointed and show some emotion and be upset, I wanted to put something in perspective. We're blessed. Like every one of them guys in the locker room, all the coaches, hopefully you folks here are blessed. And there's a lot of stuff going around in the world right now that is difficult. So I want to make sure I guys put the loss in perspective, because they're still young people, and I want to be able to teach them that. Want them to be grateful for the opportunity. Now, can we take advantage of the opportunity that we put ourselves in? Got a chance to be a really good seed in the NCAA tournament. I also told them that we're a tough team to prepare for because a lot of what we do is different. And once you go around the league a few times, it's a little easier to guard what we do. So I want them to, try to put a little wind in their sails heading into the tournament.
All right, let's go with the left side and toward the back in the middle. Go ahead.
Bruce, what was it about KD today for him to struggle so much? Something that Texas A&M was doing on defense, or was it just an off night altogether?
Once the ball's not going in, and it's tough. And then he had a couple of opportunities where he got by his man and got to the rim and got some shots blocked and didn't get himself to the foul line, which is something that he needs to do, right? So I didn't think he took many bad shots. He might have pitched one or two off, but he just he couldn't buy one. So.
All right, next question in the middle on the right.
Hey, Bruce, John Huang, NOLA Media. I've heard you say before that you look forward to the day that Auburn fans can come out like Kentucky fans do. They were out in full force today. I'm sure they're disappointed. What do you want to say to them?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. You've asked two great questions. I talked to the players about that too. Did they represent their families? Did they represent their university? Did they represent the name on the back of their jersey in this way? How many cousins and brothers and friends traveled? And many of my players' families, that's a bite out of their budget to come to Tampa and spend 2-3 nights in a hotel. And so we feel badly. We feel badly for our fans that came out in great number. But I think it does make a strong statement about this conference when a basketball program like Auburn's can travel like we are traveling. They love this team. Our fans love this team. This team has given them a lot to love and a lot to support. So I know they're disappointed, but we feel a responsibility. We do feel like we let them down. Absolutely.
Let's go to the middle on the aisle.
Hey, Coach Rex Castillo with WRVL. When you hear Wendell Green say, this is going to make us hungrier, and they take accountability into that, how important is that heading into March?
I think Wendell said that because it's what the right thing to say and something you guys will write. He's hungry, Like I'm watching TV and watching other games, and when one team's pounding another team and executing, it's just so easy to go, oh, A&M wanted it more. Yeah, we came here, we didn't really want it. Or one team came ready to play and, they brought the fight, and these are all really good. You got to say something. You got to write something. You got to say something. Give A&M credit. They played inspired. They played like with their hair was on fire because they're trying to get in the NCAA tournament. We wanted to win this championship. We wanted to build momentum going in. We got beat by a really good team, but our guys are pretty humble and pretty hungry. We still are.
Got time for a couple more, maybe. Let's go to the middle on the left.
Yeah, Bruce, you said last week we got to get hot now. That's the deal. A few years ago with the Final Four run, it was sort of you went in hot to the NCAA tournament with the conference tournament run. What are the challenges now of an earlier exit in the SEC tournament and trying to turn that into getting hot?
Yeah, we got to just try to find a way to get the guys' confidence back a little bit. With the shots. There's a reason. Look, if you look at our percentages, our numbers in the league defensively and rebounding and block shots and steals and pretty good in field goal percentage, assist turnover ratio, got great numbers. Our 3-point field goal percentage is very low. Doesn't take a rocket science. The kids even said it. He said they kind of backed off, packed it in. Made it really difficult for us to get to the rim or to get it inside because of and the only way you change that is by making a couple shots. And so we'll see more of that.
Take the last question in the back on the middle.
Unrelated to in the game, before the game when you were handed the regular season trophy, you gave it right to Al. Was that something you thought about, or was that just kind of he was right beside you, or felt like, since he's the oldest guy around, maybe that was something you did on purpose, or was that just...
Yeah, listen, I was in the second row. I don't need to be out in the first row. Those guys won the championship. I'm just blessed that Auburn give me the opportunity to be their coach, and so it's a championship for those players.
Talking a little trash on the field? Yeah, we get it. Trashing the state with litter? That's terrible. Keep it clean. Keep Alabama beautiful.